Welcome to this live stream. It's your guy Igor here. Today I'm here to answer your questions. I'm already reading your comments and I'm going to put a timer. I'm going to do this live stream for 15 minutes today. Give me a second so that I do not miss my deadline. Guys, welcome to this live stream. Let me see the comments that we already have here. We have Daniel saying I just sent you an email. Thank you, Daniel. Then Turan, I'd be really appreciate if you could throw some light on supply chain industry. So we have people asking about the supply chain industry. Perfect. And Abhi is asking, hi, how are you? Abhi Prabha. Doing great, man. Thanks for asking. So guys, it's nice to see you on this live stream. I have announced it yesterday. And hopefully you find it as a notification. It's going to work as it's supposed to work. Hopefully everything is good. Guys, how are you doing today? So need two. Thank you. Guys, I got a coffee from Nito. So day is beautiful. All right. I'm all dressed up in great colors today. Don't be surprised, it's my workout outfit. I'm trying to lose weight. Lena does. Hey Igor, I have a question. What is the scope of industrial electrician in Alberta and what is the minimum salary per hour? Lena does. Okay, industrial engineering. Electrician. Okay, so you want to know an industrial electrician. It's actually a really good profession here in Alberta to be an industrial electrician. But you have to remember this one thing is you would actually have to get a license. So there is this thing, like any electrical here in Canada has to be changed by, the rule is not really always like that, but if you want to make money by being an electrician, you need to get a license. You have to be a journeyman or a journeywoman. Basically, it's few years of studying while you are getting paid while you are studying and going to college. So the minimum wage in Alberta is probably going to be closer to $30 an hour. $30 an hour for a licensed journeyman. Okay, so it's good money. It's really good money to be an electrician here because everything needs a license. Now, if you're doing renovations on your own house, you can get a city permit and you can do it by yourself. So it works like this. Let's say you are an electrician, right? So everything is legalized here in such a way that, okay, I need to do some electrical at home. You get a permission from the city. So you get a permit. Then you get for example, the permits can be pulled by electricians who are licensed. So, for example, you're an electrician and somebody hired you to do work for you. You pull a permit from the city, if it's a building, or whatever, then once you finish the work, the city inspector tracks that permit, checks the work, and says if it's built up to code or not up to code. So if it's up to code, they are going to pass it, and the inspection is passed. It's all great. If it's not, you have to go back and fix it. It's like, really, if you're from another country, it sounds really awkward, but this is Canada. Oh my god. Okay, let's see how many comments we have here. Guys, Johnny of Rose, I'm your fan. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Then we have Liban. I'm from Somalia. I want to study in Canada. And can you tell me that immigrant accept Somalian passport? Liban, I'll tell you this, a secret about Canada. They accept all kinds of passports, so don't worry about it. Canada accepts any country as long as you qualify and you don't fall into restrictions. As long as you're qualified, that's it. They don't really look at the passport. That's the beauty of Canada. Just like you are from Somalia, same as you are from Australia, you're going to be treated the same. Somebody is asking me the limitless experience. Will the borders open for September intake, Igor? Well, I cannot tell you. I'm not a Justin Trudeau, okay? I don't speak moistly like Justin Trudeau does, but I can tell you that they are planning to reopen everything closer to end of August. So fingers crossed. I'm thinking it should be open by September. Okay, give me a second. We have a member commenting here. We have Daver. Daver became a member. Oh man, welcome to the channel membership. So nice to have more people supporting this channel. It's amazing. Thank you. I'm looking forward to read your comments, man. Daver GRCE. And then we have Zvoy Suslig commenting. He has been a member for 4 months and he's saying Zdarova. Zdarova means hello, and or Zdarovye is good health. So it's basically hello in Russian. Zdarova, Zvoy Suslig. Nice to see you, man. And then we have Picarimon from Mexico. Hey man, how are you? It's nice to see so many people from different countries. Guys, let me see some more comments here. It's really difficult to find a specific one because so many of them. Is it too late to start over in Canada in 29? Khalid, 7 stars. Okay, let me answer your question, Khalid. Guys, don't forget about Super Chat. If you use the Super Chat in this limited time, I'll be able to answer your questions faster. And I'm not going to miss it because there are so many of them. Okay, so is it too late to start in Canada by 29? I'll tell you this. It's better to start in Canada by 29 than it is to start in Canada by 35, 40. The reason is the older you are, the more difficult it is to get through express entry because they give you less points, and 29 is still a good age and it's not late. I've seen people starting in Canada by 45, and when you are 45 it's a little bit more complicated, guys. It's a little bit more challenging. You come to Canada with couple of kids, wife, and it's difficult to assimilate. If you come closer to 50s, like that age, and I've seen a person who came here like 55 years old in the college, he studied with me and he wanted to immigrate. It was difficult for him. If you're coming in that age, I don't want to discourage anyone, but be prepared in such a way that you might be doing some not so good jobs and you might be focusing your entire life for your kids. If you're 29, you can still have a good life for yourself and plus for your kids. But if you're coming closer to 50s, it's more like you are living for your kids to have a good life later on in Canada. So that's kind of a thing how I look at it. Younger you are, it's more for yourself. Older you are, it's more for your family, for your kids, and for future generations. But still, it's definitely worth it. Okay, guys, so let me see some comments here. Hello, Igor from Senegal, West Africa. Moise Perry. Oh, thank you, Moise. Oh, what's that comment? Best sap, and thank you for. There is like a heart with the cross in it. That's amazing, guys. I never seen that comment. Okay, then Davers GRC says I. Okay, perfect. Then we have startup, because I'm just trying to get some more questions answered within the 15 minutes, guys. Broko, I'm 16 years old and planning to move to Canada from Latvia with my friend in future. It's really beautiful country. Broko, it's amazing that you're 16 years old and you are already having a plan. When I was 16 years old, man, I was playing World of Warcraft on the internet, and I wasn't, I didn't have a plan for anything. Like, I couldn't even figure out what I want to do in future when I was 16 years old. But that's a good plan, man. Perfect. Okay, Daver is commenting. Hi Igor, how are you doing? Oh man, I'm doing pretty amazing for Saturday. Thanks for asking. And as you see, maybe not, me and my wife are still here in Belgrade, even though we have an open work permit since April. Oh! So you got an open work permit since April and you're in Belgrade? Wife have Belgrade, so you have work permit since April and you're still in Belgrade? I'm pretty sure you can. Is it like Daver? So you cannot leave Belgrade because is the borders closed is the border closed in your country, or is it Canada doesn't let you in? Because I'm pretty sure if you have a work permit and if you want to come to Canada, you can come. On a working people are allowed to come on a work permit. That's so strange, man. If you have a work permit, I wouldn't recommend you, man, wasting it, because it's given for a limited time, and sitting in another country would really eat up your time that you could be working and living in Canada. Because I know from my experience, I was counting days. I had a work permit for 3 years, and I can tell you this, that it sucked. I was literally looking at the calendar and thinking, if it's going to expire and I'm not going to get enough Canadian work experience, I'm not going to be able to immigrate then. I won't be able to get my permanent residency. So, really nerve-wracking. Neil Edward Robin, World of Warcraft, in the heart. Oh, Neil, I played that game for 6 years, 12 hours a day. I was like a nerd. Before all of these Twitch streamers, before lots of people on YouTube became popular gamers. I was a gamer, but I wasn't popular because I wasn't doing any YouTube videos at that time. I wasn't doing any streaming at that time. It was just me and my friend, and ton of fun. Okay, give me a second. I'm trying to get some comments here. If I get a graduate student, okay, Dara is asking me if I get student visa, how can I get my wife visa too? She's pregnant and I am in Iraq and I'm 28 years old. Basically, when you're applying, if you're legally married and everything is good, or in common law, basically, if you are applying for a student visa, you can put your name as well on the application as your wife, and once you get your visa approved, she can get a working visa. So there is no problem. It's just the same application process. And then we have Mansour Mirazeev saying Happy Victory Day. Oh yeah, it's basically it's a Victory Day celebration. A Victory Day in post-Soviet Union countries. So thank you so much, man. It's a celebration of the World War victory. So in Canada, it's like Remembrance Day. It's like a sad day where people remember all the people died, passed away in war, protecting the country and stuff like that. In the post-Soviet Union countries, it's Victory Day, so we celebrate victory over the Nazis, victory over the dictatorship that might have come to our land, and this kind of stuff. People still celebrate it. My father is like 70 years old. He's saying that the Victory Day is celebrated right now more than it was 50 years ago. He says, which is ridiculous, but he was telling me today on Skype. Before the live stream, I was on Skype with my parents in Ukraine. Raki, what's up, bro? What's up, Raki? Thank you for your comment. Okay. Give me a second. I'm just Lady B. Hey, Lady B. Hey, hello, Igor. I love your videos. I have a question. I'm doing a 2-year program at a college on the Canadian East Coast province. I don't want to apply for post-graduation work permit yet. Yeah, sure. So I didn't get your question, Lady B. Give me a second. Let me read again. I'm doing a 2-year program at a college on the Canadian East Coast province, and I don't want to apply for post-graduation work permit yet. I'm not sure what your question is. If your question is that if you can apply, you can apply. There is a deadline. I don't remember exactly the deadline after your graduation for your post-graduation work permit. that you have to apply. I believe it's like up to I think it's like 3 months after graduation, unless something changed. So what people would usually do after they graduate, they would start working, and then guys, they would apply for post-graduation work permit. Alright, let me just check if we have any comments from members or from super chat before I end the live stream. One last question. Hopefully I'm not going to drag it too long, and I did the live stream. It's 15 minutes live stream. I can do another one real soon. Give me a second. Daver is saying, I know that we can enter to Canada, but how, man, would you like to swim? Oh my god, Daver, I understand what you're saying. So basically, guys, for those of you guys who don't speak Russian, it's funny when my parents speak English and I understand everything what they're saying, but people from Canada, they don't get everything. So it's like people from other countries. So basically what David is saying is, man, probably there is no airlines going to Canada and he doesn't know how to get here, so he's like, should I swim there? So it's like Russian speaking dark humor, I guess. Oh man, yeah, I know. Going to Canada, man, especially during quarantine, and you have post-graduation work permit, it sucks. Okay. Last question, Adrian Frocco. Igor, I'm studying in Toronto, and I have... give me a second. Your comment went away. And how can I get LME from a company here so I can get 50 extra points for express entry? Adrian, the simple answer is you have to get a job that's willing to sponsor you, that's willing to file the paperwork, that's willing to go through all the hassle and everything. That's how you get it. It's like, it's nothing that really you can do. It's your employer who has to do it. You can tell your employer that you want to get the labor market impact assessment of EMEA, but they literally have to advertise your job posting, do interviews, file the paperwork, pay $1,000, and maybe government is going to approve it. Economical something and Social Development Canada is going to review it, and they're going to look at it and they're going to say, hey man, how many Canadians do we have unemployed? Did the employer did a good job trying to find someone for your position or not? And based on that, they might say, yes, here's your LME, and they might say no, and you don't get it. Alright guys! Very dark humor, Daver is saying. Yeah, I know! Daver, I love dark humor. And I'll tell you this, if you've been in Canada, you might know that Canadians, they don't really like that dark humor. Sometimes I to put a joke, I'm thinking people are going to call police on me. It's like, I'm telling you, it's difficult to do dark humor in Canada. Because literally people can get insulted, offended. They might think you're bullying them, harassing them. So there's like lots of bullshit in Canada on the dark humor. You cannot really put a dark humor that's innocent dark humor, really joyful, unless you're European. So if you find another European in Canada, and find someone from Scotland, let's talk about people from close to Britishers. They are good with dark humor. Germans are good with dark humor. Post-Soviet Union people, Eastern Europe, good. Canadians, you put a joke, they might complain to human resources after that. So be careful. It's better to understand. We understand it here, but... Okay. We are passing the 18 minutes mark, guys. Serbian gone international. Love dark humor! Oh, by the way, Serbian gone international, I love your YouTube channel too. Thanks for being here. Hi Igor, is student emergency benefit available for international students? I answered that in one of my videos, Danglan. I answered it. No, it's not available for international students, but can the emergency response benefit is available if you made last year over $5,000 and if you're eligible this year. meaning that you lost your job directly affected by COVID-19 situation. Okay, guys, I'm going to be ending this live stream. I want to thank you so much. I want to thank Dover for the dark humor. Cube for things for Dover. Yeah, Dover, I'm just Daver, I'm just reading your comments here. I want to thank Daver for becoming a member, guys. You know, it's way easier for me to see your comment if you're a member. It's way easier for me to see from all of the comments that are, like, I have a guy right now, Mounty Pradeep, who is just spamming with his comment, and I cannot even see other comments because of that, because all I see is his hand like that. So it's way easier to see your questions, guys. Guys, thank you so much for joining in for this live stream. Tomorrow I'll be doing live stream for members only, so people like Daver and Zvoy Suslik and others would be able to ask me questions one-on-one without so many comments. So it will be a way more relaxed and interesting conversation. We'll see you on that live stream for members tomorrow. And I'm going to consider of making live streams maybe once a week. I want to find out in the comments, what do you think about a live stream every Saturday? Let's see, guys, what you say. We'll see you next video. I'll be shooting one today. See you soon, guys.